Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm going to bring to you today this watercolor technique on shimmery white using masking and some shading. So I've made this card for a friend and I need to make another one, so I'm going to make the same card just in different colours. And what I've done is I've actually stamped, I'm using Yummy in my tummy, and I'm using this big monster, cuddly monster here without his tummy, and I've actually stamped it on some copy paper, and I'm just going to put a bit of removable tape on the back of his head because I didn't have a post-it note big enough to cover the whole body. And you can see I've already used him. You can keep these in, I keep them in the front of my stamp set so that I've got them to use when I need them. Alright, so I'm using basic black archival ink, which is the recommended ink from Stampin' Up for watercolor pencils, and I'm using just the monster without his tummy. You can leave his tummy in, it's just I find it's a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going to ink up well in the basic black, and on this one I've got just a little monster down the bottom. I'm going to put him a little bit further up this time, and I'm doing it on shimmery white that is 14.8 by 9.5 wide, so 14.8 long by 9.5 wide. So I'm just going to bring my monster up to about there and stamp down, and then I'm going to bring in my mask and I'm going to cover that little monster up, and I've hand cut my monster so there's no framelets or thinlets for this monster, but he's easy to cut out. You don't have to stamp all of him, you can just stamp part of him, and because you've got the mask, we might have him going that way this time. I might do something a little bit different. Then we lift up our mask and we cover him up again. And don't forget this ink needs a little bit of time to dry, so just be careful when you're lifting your mask up. This time I think we'll go the other direction. So we'll have him going off this way. And then the last one, we'll have him going straight up, I think. So just lifting up my mask and replacing it on top of the image each time. And this time, this one's going to, I'm going to have to turn him around so I can see what I'm doing. Otherwise my head will get in the way of the video. Right, so I'm just going to put him right up the top of the card. Alright, like that. So that's my monster. I can lift up my mask. I've got a little bit of tape there, so I'll get my adhesive remover. Alright, then I'll bring in my watercolor pencils. I might do, I'll stay with the real red, and I might do some Old Olive and Pacific Point and Daffodil Delight from my watercolor pencils. This one I did Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight and Pacific Point. So this time I'm taking out the pumpkin pie and putting in some Old Olive. Alright, so what you need to do is come in and just lightly colour the belly in the colour you want, and the paws. And I don't actually colour the teeth or his horns in. And then in a sort of circular motion I come in and colour more heavily all around my little monster. So I'm just going to show you this one, how I did it, and then I'll show you the final card again. So you're colouring quite heavily.
Take creation, imagination, try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it.
Alright, so that'll do for the real red. Alright, so I'm going to do the palest bits first because I don't want to really bring in that real red to the rest of the image. So I just colour in a circular motion, and you can see how you've got a nice pale image there. Then come in and you can actually, I've got a bit too much red on that, I think. So come in then, and I'm still using that circular motion, but I'm actually pushing up into the points of my monster. And I think you'll agree that you get some really good shading going on your monster. And that's it. So have a look on my blog for the final post of the card, and I hope you have fun doing that. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Watch me go.